Welcome, everyone, to this NFL Draft Bible Spotlight Edition, bringing you an interview for another unsigned football player currently a part of this free agency database edition run by Mr. Marvin Jones, a part of this NFL Draft Bible experience. Ryan Roberts, Rise and Draft on Twitter, had the opportunity to do these profiles, and we talk about this unsure offseason with COVID-19, the cancellation of pro days. It's been a difficult situation for a lot of guys who are striving for their opportunity. I'm Mr. Martine Perez, who is a defensive back out of Ohio Dominican. With me now, he was out in the ANC Combine out in Los Angeles. Before we get going, man, just appreciate you again taking some time today. And if you just want to introduce yourself to the fans, feel free now.
I appreciate you, Ryan. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm Martine. It's nice to be here. Thank you again.
Oh, absolutely, man. So talk to me, man, because Ohio Dominican, I don't know too much about them. I'm going to be very honest. I don't know if a lot of people do that are listening right now. So talk to me just a little bit about your career there. What was it about that school in general that stood out to you coming out of high school, and maybe some of your favorite moments there as well?
It's a great program. It's a great program, great facility, great campus, man. It was a pleasure to be there. It was a great opportunity for me to showcase my talents. It was a great opportunity for me to play football and to go to school. It always been student athlete first. So keep that in mind. It never came easy.
Yeah.
It never came easy.
I love it. And I know obviously defensive back. Talk to me a little bit about your playing days to start here, man. Like, when did you start playing? What positions have you played? Just kind of the background of you as a football player overall.
Man, I'm the truth. I'm the truth. Hey, I'm like that on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what positions have you been playing over the years?
Running back and defensive back.
Okay. And I think like the last year, obviously, did you make a full transition to defensive back? Had you played running back earlier in your career?
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. Okay. And so describe yourself as a football player to me as far as being a safety. Are you more of a box player? Are you a single high guy? Do you specialize in coverage? What kind of your best role, you think?
I'm fast. I'm explosive. And I'm on automatic. I got that switch. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah. You like getting do you like getting down and dirty in the box and getting physical with guys as well?
I get down and dirty.
I love it.
I get down with the best of them.
I love it, man. And I'm assuming since you have some offensive background, I'm sure ball skills are probably in your vocabulary then. You make some plays on the ball?
Man, I love talking to the offense. I love talking to the offense. I love competing. I tell the offense, I'll take your spot. On defense, I'll take your spot. I'm like that on the field.
Love it, man. I love it. And I think defensive back, especially when we associate maybe the best trash talkers on the field, it's got to be the DBs or the wide receivers. So sounds like you talk a nice game. I love to hear it. So talk to me about this offseason, man. We talked, briefly before we got started here with COVID-19 hitting, cancellation of pro days. It's been difficult, I know, for a lot of people. For you, just how do you feel that you've been able to navigate this offseason to the best of your ability?
Yeah, it's never been easy, but I know how to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
I know how to roll with the punches.
Yeah. So take me through maybe a day-to-day basis. What has it been as far as who have you been working out with? Where have you been working out? What have you been doing just to kind of stay in preparation and stay in shape for this opportunity?
Yeah. Late nights, early mornings. I've been working out. I've been working out with Butch Reynolds. He's a two-time gold medalist, and he's been on my ass.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. I know it's if I don't know, I don't want to call it a blessing, but maybe a blessing in disguise, to say the least, with all this stuff happening for players in a similar position. I think it's really testing just the love for football. You know what I mean? So for you, has this kind of maybe just reaffirmed how much you love the game?
Of course. I don't want this game taken away from me.
Yeah.
It's COVID-19. They're trying to take the game away from me.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Love it. I love it. And we talked a little bit about you were a lucky guy that you probably chose the best ANC, the American National Combine I could think of, right? You went out to L.A. being an Ohio guy. Talk to me about that experience. Was that your first time in L.A.? And just what was that experience like overall for you?
Yeah, I want to thank Ohio Dominican because they gave me that opportunity. They gave me that opportunity, and they blessed me with the opportunity to go to the ANC Combine.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it upon my own hands to make it happen.
Yeah. And how did you enjoy LA with that nice weather, I'm sure, out there and everything?
It was definitely a nice experience.
Yeah. And then how do you feel that you competed overall? Like we said, I think you said there was 230 guys out there competing on that day. How do you feel like you competed, and how do you feel like you kind of set yourself apart from maybe some of the other contestants?
Yeah, I competed. That was my main goal, to compete,
Mm-hmm.
to compete,
Awesome.
to compete.
Just keep going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I know it's Martine, you could probably tell me a lot more than I can even imagine, because I know for a lot of guys this has been a dream probably since you were a little kid. So just talk to me about what type of blessing overall it would be to play professional football, and how long this has kind of been a dream for you.
Yes. It's been a dream, and it's been a dream to where I had to make sacrifices. I had to be determined. I had to have a plan. I had to set goals. So I did all that. I had to have determination and patience, and I kept that with me. And I just strive. I just strive.
And I feel like right now, maybe more than ever, a supporting system, right? Family, friends, those people behind you is so vital to success right now. Is there anybody that maybe you want to give a quick shout out to that have been really behind you this whole way, and just you've been so dependent on, just kind of continue to push here?
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Because my support system is strong. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I know we're selling yourself. Obviously, you're waiting for that next opportunity, a part of this free agency database exclusive with Marvin Jones. So I want to ask you, kind of ending the interview here a little bit, just an insight into what an NFL team's getting. So any scout, director, personnel, front office executive, coach, whatever it might be that's watching this interview, if I have to ask you, what are they getting in Martine Perez the moment that he enters the building, what would you say they're getting?
A competitor.
Better. Nice.
Competitor.
Yeah. And on kind of the other side of the token, when they take a player into their organization, they're also getting a person. So on that respect, what type of person will they also be getting in you?
A loving, a free-spirited person.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely tell that, man. It's refreshing. It honestly is. So, Martine, if I wanted to end this interview, maybe if there were some shout-outs, you talked about the support system, if there's anything that you really wanted to leave the viewers with to end this interview, just the floor is open to you.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. I love it, man. I love it. So, Mr. Martine Perez, again, Ohio Dominican defensive back, currently an unsigned free agent, looking for his next opportunity. Martine, it was awesome, man. Just getting a little in-depth into your background. I appreciate you again so much, and I'm wishing you the absolute best of luck here.
I appreciate you.